All right. So I was like, as I was doing like some picks, I was thinking about, I was like, came across New England, and I'm like, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose, whatever. And right now, they're gonna have Bailey Zappi uh, as a starter. Mac Jones, I guess, third string or whatever. I guess that makes Will Greer second string. I guess maybe I don't know. But in there, I did a little small thing that I thought I'd make a whole video. Basically, that I'm like, Malik Cunningham should be the Patriots starter, especially this last portion of the year. And it's not really saying that, hey, I was like, he approved to end up being the long haul quarterback. It's not saying that, when the Patriots had the chance to pick I was like, pick a quarterback, that he's going to wow or do enough to change that opinion. I was like, he was undrafted and all this other stuff. My thing is, and I wish they would have sort of did it early, but I understand you got to give Mac Jones a chance to lose the team or whatever you want to say, is that look at the team that they have. They're really, I was like, Thornton's supposed to really be, I believe that's his name, from Baylor, supposed to be the speedster, but from all I've seen is that he's either hurt or I don't really see him on the field. They don't have any really dynamic pass catchers. I was like, Juju's isn't that in a way that I get what they signed him for. They've really been really good with slot receivers. He's bigger than Myers, and so you would think, but I'm like, he played with the Chiefs, and I was like, that works with the Chiefs when one is Patrick Bloody Mahomes. That's a big ass difference. But also, like, even though we're giving a lot of crap to the Chiefs receiver this year, they had a good mix where it was like Juju could work that middle with Kelsey, and outside you had Scantling, and various other people. But that worked where it's like, cool, like Schuster's more of a sure-handed catcher, but if he has to be your number one from the slot, he's not dynamic in a way to me. Like to me, Thielen's a lot more dynamic at the slot receiver than Juju. Juju got a better name and stuff like that, but I think different of that. I even think different of Myers as well. But I was like I said, and their tight ends also aren't nothing to rave home about. Like, they're solid, but they're, I was like, they don't use Gesicki in the way that he needs to be used, and that might be because of the quarterback and the play calling. And I think that the other one's Hooper or whatever. So when you got a squad I was like, their running backs are all like, you got Ezekiel Elliott, and I was like, he's solid, but he better use on a different type of team. I was like, Ramon Stevens. I was like, a good back, but also not dynamic. To me, you know what you sort of need with this type of offense? Something dynamic, something crazy. Guess what that kind of is? Malik Cunningham. And I say that because I'm like, Mac Jones, a sitting duck, a standing statue in that pocket. And I'm like, when you're like that, you can't run, you don't have elite arm strength, you can't. Guess what you can't do? Just be over here creating bloody turnovers. And that's what he does. He creates turnovers. I think Zappy is a little bit more electrifying with his arm. I don't think his arm is better than Mac Jones, like that about that. But I do think that he's willing to push the ball differently. But to me, I'm like, Malik Cunningham and his dual threat ability is able to make more improv throws, more throws out of the plays, off rhythm. And guess what that sort of does? One, he has a threat to run. He's actually a legit threat that you're like, oh my God, if everybody's playing man and running away, he's going to get 15 to 20 yards. That's one. Two, I was like, he can also do some things to make people miss. He came in after Lamar, so he's like Lamar-esque in that sense. So think about what Lamar does and then make it light, without the calories. That's pretty much what he is. But also too, guess what? Those player like Juju that could do things a little bit more off script. Gesicki, taking his athleticism. Guess what that does? Once everybody like, oh my God, this dude's able to move and all that other stuff, that opens them all up in a way that they probably wasn't. Guess what? Now the whole field is able to be used. That's crazy. That's crazy. And the thing is, like, your other receiver, like Bourne, isn't a bad receiver. I was like, is he great or something like that? No, but I was like, but he's a good receiver. I think he's way more dynamic than what they make him out to be. But yeah, no, I'm like, he is what can open up the field when plays or your quarterback's hindering the whole damn thing. And we'll see how, because Zappy hasn't really had, I guess they're going to give him the full amount of time to actually see, maybe, or whatever. Because I was like, he had a couple games here, and I was like, he looked better than Mac Jones last year, but still, it's not something to woo and ah about. And that's why I'm like, look, this late in the year, I'm like, you want to ooh and ah about, put his ass in. Just go ahead and do it. You don't have nothing else to lose unless you want that top draft pick, which they'll probably take May, because he's not. They're going to go in the same mode, and he's not. I'm not going to act like I've seen a lot of them in the same way I've seen like Caleb Williams, but anyway, I was like Malik Cunningham, volunteer. That's all I'm saying. That's what needs to happen. Yeah, otherwise, we got to just watch that dry-ass bread that is a Popeye biscuit of Mac Jones. Can't even do that, because I was like, the biscuit's good. It's just, you're going to die half. I was like, I don't know. It's like if somebody tricked you, like, with those cakes that they cut into, and instead of, like, Popeye biscuit, it was just, like, a sand biscuit it was like one of them sand patties from SpongeBob. It's nothing but dry and not good. Anyway, that's my vote. That's how I am. That's how I see the New England Patriots. That's my little 2 cents on the whole thing. What do you think? I was like, does it even matter? Do you even care? Do you want to see what the guy got, or you just like, whatever? We just waiting for the draft picks to get hit. Anyway, that's it for the video. See you till next time.